Well, I kind of think of it like, um, in corporate life, when you're on probation for the first 90 days.
You're good.
So, you really put your act on, you get hired, and then they figure it's going to take 90 days to really figure out who this person is. And then they let you know at 30 days if it's a go or not. And I'm sorry, at 90 days. So I think that's a good rule of thumb for dating is it's like, enjoy this person, but don't make any decision because people can't really keep up a facade for 90 days. So I think that people often make quick judgments. They go, oh, this person looks like my perfect love, so I'm going to just jump right in there and be with them. And it's like, I think that's where a lot of heartbreak comes from, is there is this sort of 90 days. In astrology, it would be like a first square. And then you'd be like, oh, here's their true self. They also call it the other shoe dropping. Here's their true self. Now I can decide if I want to be exclusive with them or not. And you can continue to date other people in the meantime. That will keep you from going crazy about someone who's essentially a stranger. I just didn't make any promises or just was trying to, as I said, my intention in dating was to establish friendships and see who I felt comfortable and safe with and who I would feel like, I think the criteria was, I tried to get away from it's all about looks to who would I feel most comfortable hanging out on the couch with, going to Trader Joe's with, who would I feel most comfortable, like my best friend, and also be sexually attracted to. Because I didn't want this sort of, I had fallen so many times for this, oh my God, you're the perfect one. I have all this projection on you that you're this perfect fantasy, and then I get my heart broken. So I wanted to do it a different way. I didn't want to just get stuck on one guy before I knew who he was. And it takes at least 90 days to get to know somebody. You think about it when you're making friends, like of the same sex. You meet somebody at a networking event or something and you think they're cool. You don't like immediately start calling them up and trying to hang out with them all the time. That would seem weird.
Right.
You take your time to get to know them. Maybe you call them up a few weeks later and you say, hey, let's have coffee. And they say yes or no. And you don't get all brokenhearted if they don't want to. This is called making friends. And then you maybe ask them to something else and you establish a friendship over time. And this isn't exactly the same in dating, but we could learn a lot about how to date better by thinking about that. How do you make friends?